Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. Just adjusting my mic. I'm a little further away from it today. All right, welcome to my 12 days of Christmas. Today is day 2, so I started on December 1st. And each day we're going to do a Christmas card or some packaging ideas or something festive. And we will do tags one day, maybe a couple of days. I have the tag kit, which is actually really, really cute. So that's what we're doing today. Just a reminder, if you're interested in my Life is Beautiful class, it's December 19th. Registration is open on my blog under events. And you do receive the Life is Beautiful stamp set included in the $40 class fee. And we're going to be making 8 cards, 2 each, of 4 designs. And these are a couple of the designs that we'll be using. So the paper, the ink colors that you will need, the tree I've done in soft suede, and everything else will be done. This will be cut, this will be embossed, these will be cut. You just need to stamp because this class requires a lot of stamping, so you definitely need the stamp set. So I forgot to check to see where I was. So this one is Pool Party. And this ink is Pear Pizzazz and soft suede. Just making sure. So that's the first card. Oopsie. Echo. This is another one I made, but we're not going to be making this one. This is a fall one. We'll be making a different one, actually using sponging technique. This one is the more wintry one, so we will be making this one. I think Gray Granite and Pool Party. So the ink color for this one is Pool Party. I've actually done the tree in gray in this one, but you could still do it soft suede. And then this one, Flirty Flamingo. And soft suede for the tree. And then Crumb Cake. This will all be embossed and cut out. This you'll have to cut out yourself because you just stamp it and then fussy cut it. So registration closes on the 10th. The class is on the 19th. So if you're interested, let me know. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I come live every day at 3 o'clock. And for the next 12 days, I will be coming live on Saturday at 3, and then Sunday will be my usual 7. All right, 12 days of Christmas. You can take that away. So today we're going to be featuring a cute box design that you can make any size you want out of designer series paper. And you probably have some packs that you used more of one sheet. I do when I'm making doing card classes. I might use certain ones for a certain card, so I always have extra paper because you wouldn't need 2 pieces of paper for these boxes that I'm going to make today. And then we're going to make a coordinating card to go with it. So let's start with the card that we're going to make for our larger box. So my base is Crumb Cake. It's not. It's Real Red, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the paper I'm featuring today is Heartwarming Hugs. This one. The other box that I just took off was the Snowflake Splendour. So this paper is what we're going to make our larger box out of. It's so pretty on both sides. It's hard to decide which side to use. So, and we're just going to layer up a couple of pieces of it. So this is the other side. And I'm just going to tuck that so that there's a little bit of space at the top and the bottom, and that it's fairly straight. All right, so that's my card front. I've already gone ahead and die cut from the Hippo and Friends die set. This is the largest. This is a 3 layering set, large, medium, and there's a small one. I've put my sentiment to the side on purpose, but let's go ahead and put this on, and then we'll pop it up on the card. All right, now I have from the Arrange a Wreath set. Actually, it's so versatile. this little flower here looks like a poinsettia. And then I've used this, but we're not making a wreath today. I'll show you how I'm going to use it. It's got pears, hearts, Easter eggs. It's just an adorable set. Little flowers. And I like how it has more than one die, so you can cut a bunch of them at one time. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. So that's going to go there. So I have 3 little poinsettia. Someone commented on one of my videos one time why I called it poinsettia. And I know it's poinsettia. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on with dimensionals. And then we'll build up our little scene. So originally when I cut out the poinsettia, I cut out 2 red and 1 white, because I know you can get white poinsettia. And put it a little bit up. I never like putting it right smack in the middle. So here's my white one. So I was going to do like a red and a white and a red. And I actually have one in my kitchen that has, it's actually one of the ones that has the variegated petals. So they're red and white. But I didn't like that. So I went and punched out another red one. And I probably should stick a little piece of yellow behind there, but I'm too lazy. Okay, now I have my wreath, and I'm going to chop it into little pieces. I don't think I'll use all these, but I'll chop them so I have a nice range of sizes. Oh, I like that one. So where I'm cutting it, I'm just making sure that I'm keeping the leaf intact. Okay, I'm going to leave that one that big. All right, so my idea is that I'm going to put my poinsettia around here, which is why my greeting is over here, and then tuck the greenery in behind. So I didn't want a whole wreath. I just want some green stuff to look like leaves. Okay, I'm going to start building it up, because if I place them all, I'm going to not know where to put everything. So I'm going to start here, and I think I liked that one there. I won't push anything down really hard yet, because then I can move stuff. Note to self, it's really good to have something behind there. I'll go back and find a gem or a jewel or something. I can even think of which one would be good. All right, this is a nice big one. So I'm going to put that there. It's a little bit off the card. Relocation required. Okay, that's good. And I don't usually do it this way, but it seems to be working. Okay, actually like that. I'm just going to pop these on with a glue dot. I don't think we have a punch small enough to do the little inside of that, or maybe it's, wonder, no, was more, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I'll know next time. So I'm going to put these 2 flat, and then I'm going to pop this one up. And I feel like I want one more little leaf coming right out here. And I probably should have done a bit of curling. That's okay, those ones can be flat. Now we know where the middle piece is. So it's all good. This one might even, no, I think that's enough greenery. Okay, now I should have thought to look in there before, but I didn't. So we could use those ones. Oh, these nice big gold ones, I think. And it will add a little bit of bling. It's not quite big enough, but it's good enough. I don't think anyone's going to really look that close, oh, geez, to notice. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Sometimes these slide off the base, and maybe it's because I'm using this pokey tool. Well, you can always fix everything. Okay, now that I have those on there, I feel like I need some more. Oh, here's some more. I'm just going to add one more over here. If I had the smaller ones, I'd maybe put a couple. Oh, and I do have a bow. I don't even think I need the bow. No, the bow's too much. So here's all the bows I was thinking of. I'm just going to tie one of each and we can see if any of them look good. This one is real red. And then we have the one that's got the gold trim, which might be pretty. I just don't know if really there's anywhere to put it. Let's try this one. I'll tie them all and then I'll put them on. We can see if we like any of them. And then we're going to make a box to go with this card. Oh, and I forgot to get something from over on my counter. Originally I was thinking I'd put a bow there, but I don't know. I think it kind of takes away. Or I should say I don't think you need it. I'm going to go no bow. I also had this that I could have put for joy. This will go in the not on this card pile. Maybe another card will get it. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to put on the front of our box. So now I'm going to show you how to make the box. The one we're going to be doing now is using a piece of 12 by 12 paper. The one I did earlier, I'll explain what I did. The greeting is from Tag Buffet. These greetings are really, really nice. This was a great set, and I actually have the Tag Buffet kit, which I'll show you on one of the days of Christmas, because it's a great one to get and make up some. The tags are gorgeous, and you get a ton of them, and you get tons of stuff left over that you can make cards. All right, so this is our card. I'm going to get rid of it for the moment. And we're going to bring in our scoring tool. I know we can score on our cutter, but I actually prefer using this. So the only things you have to think about is part of our top of our box is going to fold over. So if your paper has something that needs to be right side up, you'd have to put it upside down before you fold it over. You'll understand what I mean in a second. So we're going around at 2, oh, I do want to, oh, I don't think it'll matter. So we're going around at 2 inches, and I'm using the thick end, because that one I used the thin end, on all, no, on 3 of the sides. And then the last side, is it going to be good? Yep. We're doing 1 inch. You could do it however you like, but that's how I'm doing mine. So now it takes 2 pieces of paper. So we'll go again, 2 inches, 2 inches. Probably should put my camera a bit higher. 2 inches. I'll just get rid of yeah, that might be better. So 2, 2, 2, and the last one, 1 inch. All right. So that's as easy as it is. I'm going to take my bone folder, and I want this to be the outside of my box. So the little 1-inch one, I'm going to fold this way. Now remember, when you're using cardstock, not to be too aggressive with your bone folder, or otherwise it'll rip. And then I'm going to do the other folds the opposite way. Just making sure it's lined up. I'm just going to use my fingers actually. Okay, now I'll do the other one. And I hope I did them both the same. Just thought of that now. Yeah. I was just making sure that they're both gonna, the stripes are gonna go the same way on both the top pieces. You probably should have done, I should have done that, check that first, but I didn't. So I'm just making sure it lines up. This is a fairly large box, so you can adjust it to make it any size you want. Just make a bunch of them and see which ones you like best. Okay, so this is our top that's folded down. So on our bottom, we're going to make 2 cuts up to the score line. 2 cuts, that's it. But of course we need to do it on both of the boxes. So now I'm going to cut this one. Hopefully this is in camera. So this is as simple as taking these 2 and we're going to glue them to the bottom. So that means I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus if it behaves. Alright, it's working. Sometimes it tears the designer series paper, I find. But it's been okay. So for the first one, I'm just going to take my 2 corners and make sure it's square. And put them on the inside, because you don't want them to, you don't want to see them. The thing about this tear and tape is it's really sticky. I'm just going to trim this a little bit. Just a smidgen. So I can get that nice and straight. I think I need to see it. Yes. Alright, so this is one half of our box, and now we'll do the other half. So same thing, we're going to glue those 2 in, but I'm also going to put glue on both of these sides because we're just going to take this one and lay it inside. So I actually need glue here and here. I did go ahead and make one ahead of time, so I would know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to fold those up, and then I'm going to put glue all the way down. And if you don't hold this properly, you can actually see all the little filaments. The way it's designed. It's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so, oopsie. This stuff is really good as far as holding things together. If you used to like tear and tape, this is definitely just as good. So those are going to go there, and then I need some here. as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these inside. Now these are both the exact same size, which you're thinking probably, what? Trust me, it works. So then you just take your other piece. So I've got glue, glue, and glue. No glue on this one. So I take it, pop it in. Now you want to make sure that your corners are right tucked in so that these line up. Try not to push it down. Oh, there's my little piece. Try not to push it down until you know it's exactly where you want it. And it's a little smidgen different size, but pretty good. Now, I'm noticing these two little flaps, so I'm just going to take a glue dot and fold those in. You can go back and add as much as you want. All right, so there's our box. Put this as the front so that that piece is on the back. Now, I forgot one thing. Hang on, ooh and off. There are a number of ways you can do it. You can put a ribbon across and hang your card that way. But here's our card that's going to go on the front. Isn't that pretty? So these are the clear medium envelopes. And if you don't have some of these in your stash, you should get some. I use them typically for when I sell my cards. I'm just going to pull it in a little bit so the microphone's closer. When I sell my cards, I put them in these clear bags, but they're handy for a lot of things. So when you peel this off, this is a sticky strip, and then your card goes in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this. Just going to take my bone folder and fold it. And I'm going to put some Stamp and Seal. I'm just going to use this stuff. That'll go there. All right, then I'm going to peel this off. Actually, I'm going to try to glue this down as well. No, it's not liking it. Oh. So I did go ahead and glue that little flap down, so I'm going to take this off. So now you can't see it, but I have glue here, here, and here. I'm going to bring back my box. Make sure I did it the right way. Yes, so my card can fit in. I'm going to put my card in because it'll make it easier for me to make sure it goes in straight. So just slide your card in. There's room for an envelope also in these boxes, or in these envelopes, so it should fit nicely, especially because I've got some 3D stuff going on in my card. So there's my card. And luckily it's got little guidelines. I'm just going to stand up to do this. There we go. Voila! So now when you give it to somebody, oh, I can put my little red bow on. When you give it to someone, they can just take the card out, and then you can put another card in. I am going to add this with a glue dot. You could also make handles for your bag. Oh, maybe I'll put it here. You could wrap a ribbon around. You could do all kinds of stuff. You guys are creative. I'm sure you can think of something. So it's 12 by 12, scored at 2, 2, 2, and 1. Just seeing if there's any questions. So this is the 12 by 12 one. I did also make one that was 8 by 8. So the piece of paper I started with was 8 by 8. But this one, you could put a nice big gift in this one. You can see it's 2 inches wide. And then must be 9 inches, 10 inches. Minus 3, 9 inches. So 9 inches by 2. So nice size. So the one I made with the 8x8, I decided to do it scored at 1 inch. So it's 1 inch on all 4 sides, but it's a bit skinny. So if I was going to do this again, I would probably do it still 8 and then maybe score it at 1.5. That would give me a little bit more width. And then I just had a card lying around. So you could just take this little gift card and I wouldn't put it in an envelope. I would just I probably would hang it from a little ribbon so that they could reuse it. Or if you want to, you can just put a couple of dimensionals on and stick it right on your box. All right, so this one is 8x8 and this one is 12x12. You can see the difference when you put them side by side. I'm not getting very good camera view today. There we go. All right, 8x8, 12x12. So that's my project for today. Yes, this would be good for a movie DVD. There's lots of things you can put in here. I could think of a few things. It's just not quite as big when I made it up. I thought I should have maybe scored it at even 1.5 inches would give it a little bit more width. But I'm sure you'd find something to put in it. This one definitely, lots of things would fit in it. All right, thanks for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of 12 Days of Christmas. I hope you guys are almost ready. I actually sent my Christmas box out to our son and his wife today. They're in Vancouver, so hopefully they'll get it in time. And it's his birthday Monday, so it had birthday stuff in it as well. So I'm trying to get all done, so now I have a packaging bag and card that I can give to somebody. These poinsettias are actually really pretty. Now that I know that there's a die for behind, they would look really pretty with gold foil, actually. Would be really pretty. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for 12 Days of Christmas. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.